Gemara lays out a principle for us of kol hamispalel be'ad chavero v'hu tzarech la'oso davar hu na natchila. That a person who is in need of a given thing and he prays for his friend to get the same thing, then the person who's doing the prayer gets answered first. Which is a surprising principle. That really that's not what the person is davening for. The person is davening that his friend should be helped. And the principle that the Gemara lays out is that he himself, the person who's davening for that request, will be answered first. So I wanted to lend some perspective on this. Two different approaches to help us in our davening during these 3 weeks, during the time period where we are marbe b'tfilah b'tachanunim, that we increase the davening that we do to try to hasten the return of the Beis HaMikdash. One perspective, of course, is the obvious one, that the reason why a person who's davening for his friend is answered first is because he's displaying such generosity of spirit, such kindness, that when God is evaluating his request, he said, wait a minute, before I get to number 1 on your list, you should become number 1 on my list. I'm going to answer you first because you're displaying such generosity, so I'm going to take care of your needs first. That's a beautiful idea, that the idea of putting the needs of others before ourselves is reflected in the way Hashem responds to our requests. Here's another more Kabbalistic approach. That really when we daven, when we request that bracha, that blessing be granted into the world, Hashem has a unique way of doing that. And whatever pipes are opened up, that are called in Kabbalah tzinorot, that are called pipes, that allow us the opportunity to bring God's bracha into the world, whatever it is that's bringing that blessing into the world is the avenue through which the bracha is provided. And so if we are ourselves bringing the bracha into the world through ourselves, then the bracha has to be channeled through us first. Before it gets to him, it's going to come first to us. That's just the way it's going to work. Two different approaches to understanding kol hamispalel be'ad chavero v'hu tzarich la'oso davar hu na natchila.